Yo, what is up, people on the internet? Today we're back outside in the garage working on the 240. So in today's video, we're gonna be coming back into the interior and we're gonna be working on the cluster itself. And the thing is, with my cluster, a lot of it doesn't work. This car was infested with chipmunks at one point, and they chewed up a bunch of wires. So a lot of the stuff in the dash doesn't fully work anymore. So we're gonna get the cluster working again today, but not without some upgrades. We got some cool parts to throw at it, to spice it up and make it work better than before and look better than before. So we're gonna get into that. First thing first though is just getting the cluster out of the car. So we'll tackle that right now. So I had to take off a couple more of the trim pieces that I didn't want to, but I had to. I had to take the lower piece off to lower the steering column, and then I could take that entire cluster bezel out, which was like the piece I didn't want to break because anything 240 is expensive. But here we are. We've got the cluster accessible now. We just got to undo a couple of these electrical connectors. And there we have it. The cluster is now out. So let's take this over to the workbench and we'll show you what I have to dress this up. So as you can see, like I said, we've got some cool parts to put in this cluster, and let's go over them. So we'll start right here with this. This is a part by a guy named Total Shop Toge. And, well, this is a digital speedometer for your S chassis. It's a complete plug-and-play kit with all the parts, all the inlays. Some of the stuff is 3D printed. It's definitely a very cool kit for the S13 cluster because if your car's anything like mine, it's old and half the cluster didn't work in this before the swap. After the swap, I was hoping that it would make some stuff work after getting the wire and specialties harness. I was thinking maybe that would help, but it did not. The speedometer still doesn't work, and I know this is probably something to do with transmission, the fact that I don't have a speed sensor in the transmission, but I got an S15 transmission, so they didn't come with one. It's in the diff originally, yada, 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 whatever. We're going to make this a digital cluster, which will be pretty sweet because everybody wants the heads-up display ones anyways, and those are really expensive. The other thing catching your eye, though, is this. This is made by Street Machine. You could tell he definitely cares about what he's making with the amount of effort that he puts into the packaging. I'll just let you guys get a quick look at that. And this is he says, a garnish for the cluster. It's like a cluster inlay. It's pretty freaking sweet. We'll get it out. He sent me some stickers. Everybody always likes stickers, so... And there you have it. Carbon Kevlar cluster inlay. This thing's pretty freaking sweet. It's not real carbon Kevlar, obviously. It's still very cool, though. It's textured and everything. The last thing that we have here are some new colored LEDs. So we're going to be getting rid of the original incandescent bulbs that are in here that, depending on the vibe you're going for, can be good. But for us, we want to kind of spice this up a little bit more and kind of tie in with the rest of the car's red accents, you could say. So these are just a couple LEDs for the backlight. So it'll be red. And hopefully it looks cool. But let's go ahead and start getting after this. We'll walk through this together. Hey, maybe you want to take apart your cluster and do something similar. Let's do this. Hopefully it's not too bad. To take off the front lens, it's just some little pop tabs. It's actually pretty sweet. Sometimes you gotta like really fight to get these things separated. All right. I checked some photos and we got to take this cover off. Maybe we unbolt these guys from the back too. In my next guess. Something's happening back there. Alright, let's see if that did anything. And it looks like it did. Now we gotta undo this little... Now that comes out all the way. Cool. Alright, that piece is out. I don't think we had to take these screws out, so we're going to put those back in just because. Next step is this little block. We got to bolt it into here. So I think they provide some hardware for this step. Before I get any further, I want to show, so we got the mount piece installed, as well as I put in the 2 other screws, which are going to give power from the back of the cluster. So it's just screw and nut. And now I'm going to go ahead and wire up the power supply. A little bit of wiring. All we have to do is crimp these little eyelet things on here. So, all right, successfully got these crimped on and heat shrinked. Now I get it in here, hook them up to the screws so they'll get power, hopefully. Another step of the process done. Got this all bolted in and installed there. Now, next step, I believe, is going to be the faceplate cover, which kind of just pops in here in this little groove. So we have it to this state now. The GPS speedometer is installed. So now the next step that we have to do is the one I have been waiting for, and it's the inlay. This is going to really, I think, give it the pop that it needs. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and peel up the adhesive. And this should be pretty simple because it goes over top that guy. Well, there we have it. Definitely need to polish up this front plastic lens piece, but I think it looks pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and throw these guys in there, and then we'll be able to reinstall it and, well, test to see, make sure everything works. If you've never installed the LEDs into a cluster, it's pretty freaking easy. Twist one of your bulbs out, pull the bulb out, and you got to cross your fingers and hope you get the polarity right. So we just stick one of these guys in, reinstall it, and then if that doesn't light up, then you just take it back out, and all you do is flip it, and then it should work. Simple as that. Ready to go back in the car. Oh yeah, buddy, we're in business. Turn off my fuel pump. Let's go. That looks pretty sweet. Now that we know the cluster works, the GPS speedometer works, and the lights, of course, are all in the right polarity, so they all glow. Now the only thing left to do is reinstall all the panels and put the final fit on it. So I'm gonna bang that out right now. Well, there we have it. Fully finished product. Cycle that on. We can see the speedometer. Flip those on. See the lights. Well, I can definitely say that I am stoked on how it turned out. I really like the look of the carbon Kevlar, and the speedometer is going to be very nice compared to what I had before. So, as well as the red backlight for the cluster itself will match the rest of the color inside the interior, Plus, once we get the gauges installed, those will all be red too. So it'll be one complete circle that'll look really awesome. Not too much else to be said in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. A little bit more progress on the 240. Definitely styled up a bit and hyped on how everything turned out. Other than that, there's not too much else to be said. Do the YouTube stuff, guys. Peace.